this time, Mrs. Ekeoma will be coming out to give us a word. Please put your hands together as she approaches the podium.
No, before she comes on the podium, I have to say something about this wonderful, amazing woman. I'm meeting her for the first time. She flew in last night at about 1:30 a.m. all because she wanted to attend this program. But where am I going? In the pursuit of me looking for maritime careers unknown to other students, I was just stumbling, and I called someone who was very close to me when I was growing up, a role model in insurance. Actually, she was the first female insurance president. And I called her, I said, sis, I need someone from the insurance industry to come and talk to my students on Zoom. She said, oh, that's easy. The best person is Ekeoma. Please call her for me. And lo and behold, I met this amazing woman. And today, she has a mentee in Lydia, because Lydia is such a fantastic girl. I never met her, but I don't know how she got to know about our mentorship for the girl child. And she challenged me. She said, Ma, I'm going to collect all your prizes. And honestly, she collected all my prizes. And after that, she now sent me a text. She said, I'm in the commercial side, but I like this insurance. I like the way that woman talked. Today, I'm handing over Lydia to her as her mentee, and that is what Ocean Ambassadors is all about. Thank you very much, madam. I'm so grateful. Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Williams. Thank you, distinguished chairman, and good morning, everyone. I'm happy, that I feel privileged too that Mrs. Williams said I must have to say a thing or two before I leave here this morning. Everyone has spoken about how the blue economy is it, and different aspects of it, and what we stand to gain, both at the national level and what our children stand to gain by getting into the maritime sector. What I haven't heard anyone say this morning, as is often the case, is to talk about sustainability. And in talking about sustainability, I mean insurance. And because the business of insurance is the business that exists for the survival of other businesses. And therefore, whatever we talk about, whatever field at all of endeavor we talk about, whatever works of our hands we talk about, and we haven't addressed the aspect of insurance, then we have not addressed sustainability of whatever that project is. And I'm so happy that the children even became interested in the subject of insurance, because oftentimes people find it very technical and vague, even the most learned of all of us. But today it is gaining a lot of grounds. And just like most endeavors as well, it is male dominated. But I found myself there accidentally. And I'm happy that I'll share a little bit of my journey in the insurance world. And I'm also happy that Mrs. Williams thought about insurance and then tried to bring it in. Especially marine insurance is even more technical, and is also an aspect most people would want to run away from. And so, I am first and foremost a lawyer. Never knew I would do any other thing apart from law, because it is something that I read out of love for the cause, and also something I meant to practice, being a lawyer. And so it is amazing that I then found a second profession which seems to be dominating, the other one that is my first love. And so I found myself, let me tell you this for you to know how so much law meant to me. When I finished my law office attachment under one lovely lady that I saw a mentor in, her comments about me was vividly interested in advocacy. And my advocacy meant that I would now go to the courts and advocate for my clients. That's what she wrote, you know, at that tender age of mine. And I knew she had described me correctly. But then during my youth service, I found myself in Nigeria Insurance Corporation. And of course in their legal department, which exposed me to various aspects of insurance law. But then I now said to myself, I'm still doing law and I'm now accidentally in the insurance industry. Why don't I seek to know what this insurance really is all about? And that was when I had been retained to work there. And then I started taking the professional exams in insurance, you know, Chartered Insurance Institute, London, to be precise. And then I got qualified. And then I said to myself, okay, has my knowledge of the law helped my work in insurance? The answer is a big yes. It has made me a better insurance professional. It has also made me a more confident insurance professional. Has it helped me in my journey today as an insurance broker? Absolutely yes. And my mentor, when I was doing my law office attachment, couldn't have been more right by saying vividly interested in advocacy, because I am still advocating today. But a different kind of advocacy, not in the law court. But I am still advocating for the clients that I have as an insurance broker. Because an insurance broker is a professional insurance practitioner that speaks and advises on behalf of the clients. And so, marine insurance, I didn't read marine insurance, you know, but in the process of practicing insurance, I then became interested in the aspect of marine insurance, because it was mostly the men that would, few of them that would talk about that deeply. And so I started reading because I love to read. And then I discovered that it is very vast, very, very vast and technical in nature. And you just have to devote some time for you to grapple with it. And so I started grappling with it, up to the extent that I started teaching marine insurance on the side. And I speak about it everywhere and anywhere, you know, that I have the opportunity, so that people can learn, you know, from it. And for so many years, I have been teaching different topics in marine insurance at the Nigerian Chamber of Shipping. And Mrs. Williams then found me through one of the ladies that I would happily describe as one of my mentors in the insurance industry, who is also a lawyer, by the way, and one of my first bosses in the insurance industry, Mrs. Laide Oshijo, who became the first female president of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. The Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, NCRIB for short, is a 59-year-old body, a 59-year-old council that is charged by the Act of Parliament to register all professional insurance brokers in Nigeria before they are licensed by the regulator, National Insurance Commission. And so, throughout the lifespan of NCRIB until recently, all the presidents were men. It took the whole of 50 years for Mrs. Oshijo to emerge as the first female president of NCRIB. And then she broke the glass ceiling, you know, for the female folk. And then 7 years thereafter, we had the second female president. And now, by the grace of God, I'm on the way to becoming the third female president of NCRIB. Right now, I am their vice president. But that is on one hand. For 25 years, I've been the managing director CEO of Crystal Trust Insurance Brokers, a position I still occupy till date. But more importantly, as far as I'm concerned, the one that gives me so much joy in my heart is when I talk to youngsters like all of you seated here, when I talk to those that I would describe as my children. Today is their day, and my door is widely open for you. Other distinguished ladies who have spoken before me have told you that you are very privileged because you have examples in all of us. You have the internet to explore. During our own time, there was no internet. During our own time, even the people that we looked up to as mentors, would tell you things like, be confident in yourself. When you greet the male folk, just greet them and start moving on. It was laced with morality. But I must tell you, those are priceless advice. But in addition to that, what we are telling you today is mix with the male folk. Mix with them in a manner that you will show them that you can actually hold your own. I have been privileged by the fact that I never have experienced any gender inequality throughout my journey, but it is something I do not pretend that does not exist. They do, but be confident in yourselves. Prove yourself in the work of your hands so that value can be placed on you by what you have to put on the table. And so, my dear children and young ladies, I am charging you today to be more intentional in the choices that you make in any area of endeavor, that so catches your interest. But more especially the maritime sector that we speak about today. And like the previous speaker said, our doors are all open to you. You're seeing live examples. You have a group of women, distinguished women that you can choose to be like. And they have made themselves available to you today under the auspices of Mrs. Williams's Ocean Ambassadors Foundation. Thank you very much, young ladies. Today is your day. May God be with you as you make up your minds on the kind of person that you want to do in forging a distinguished career in the maritime industry. Good morning, everyone.